I can say it to Gopherwatch League Season 4. The draft is now officially upon us. I will be your host, as always, the Commissioner Booney, but alongside me today is going to be Roar, his first time on the desk. And, I mean, Mr. PP Coach himself, of course, doing an expert scouting job, as always. He's got all the analytics down. He knows exactly where everyone's going to go in the draft. Right.
Yeah, I actually have a perfect prediction of exactly how this draft is going to go down. I can't reveal the secret strats, but I guarantee you I already know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, you can't reveal it until it actually happens. There we go. And now, without spoiling it, we have our third person here, Frobble. Welcome, and thank you for being on the desk for the third time, or is this only your second time?
I think second. I'm pretty sure only second.
He's a pro at it, though.
Yeah, it's basically been 3 times. Last time I was a captain, so I know the ins and outs of all this. We don't talk about my captaining, though. That's kind of
It never happened.
It never happened. The rinse wins never happened.
And subject.
But yeah, really excited to see how this draft goes. Very, very hopeful.
I am as well. So, without further ado, I'm officially going to give Struel the go-ahead. We are officially on the clock. Season 4 is officially underway. And with our first pick, we are going to be having the Ussr Unicorns, captained by Varaldane, making their first pick. So, I mean, what do you guys see going on here with this pick? I mean, Varaldane can go many ways. With etc. being a captain, can't pick etc. So sadly they'll be separated once. But where do you think they're gonna go? Who is the person you look out for in this draft?
I think from an inside point of view, probably want someone who can take on a lot of the planning and the IGL roles. I'm personally a big fan of Purple Jesus, Mikey, and Wags. I think those 3, but Purple Jesus primarily, maybe the highest rated player in the league right now with the 4157 on the main tank role.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I think Purple Jesus would be a solid pick here. Not to mention the fact that people just love Purple Jesus. You get a nice little morale boost with the guy on your team. Thinking about the Narwhals and how much they showed PJ the love. So I think PJ is a very, very solid first pick here. But like you mentioned, MVP of Season 3, Mikey, would also be a very nice pickup. I think there's a pretty tough race between the two, and I'm very excited to see which Varaldane picks.
Especially going into this league, this year's season, there's a lot of the higher players that are actually off-rolling, so having a PJ or a Mikey on their main role could be even a bigger boon than usual. And of course, we gotta mention PJ, taking a break in Season 3, but finally back, our Season 2 best captain, making his return, not in the captain role this time. But it is official, the pick is in. And so, with the first pick in the Season 4 Gopherwatch League draft, the Ussr Unicorns select Purple Jesus Tank. And that just makes sense. Like you guys said, that just makes too much sense. Very good planning, a big shot caller, good leader, good team morale booster as well. So I can't see anything wrong with the Purple Jesus selection here.
Extremely valid pickup. Extremely valid.
Absolutely. Man's dominant in the main tank role. No surprises there. Happy to see it.
Yeah, and now on the clock is going to be our Singapore Seekers, captained by GoSeek. And do you think GoSeek picks up Mikey here? That I believe GoSeek played with him on the Saigon Swans, or he played with them on a team this year, I'm pretty sure, last season.
I think he went from the Lumberjacks to the BBQs, if I remember correctly, with Mikey.
In a duo trade, yep.
Yeah, he did.
I fully expect the Mikey pickup here. I think I would be shocked if it's anything else.
I would be surprised too.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty sure. Could go with another like good commer, good carry DPS Wags. I'm not sure if he signed up. I think he signed up primarily for the DPS role, but I think Mikey, the MVP of the last season, they're good buds from team, good synergy there. And then Mikey obviously being able to like make those sort of plays that can bring a team up, as well as just being a good presence on a team overall.
Yeah, you gotta get that carry in. And now that we say that, the pick is in. So, with the second pick in the Season 4 Gopherwatch League draft, the Singapore Seekers select Mikey, DPS. And Season 3 MVP goes off the clock. Wasn't first pick this time like he was last time, but still very high in the draft and still going to be that carry potential kind of player for you on the Echo or that Tracer, even McCree sometimes. So Mikey's just very flexible player, a very good pickup in my opinion.
Absolutely. And like I said, I've seen all of this coming. I have the entire draft scripted already, so it's not even fair.
Yeah, two for two already. So
And now on the clock is going to be the Bengali Boom, captained by Ussr. And where do we see Uber going here? A Season 3 champion, of course. Do we see him picking up his former teammate Rusty Goomba, or is there another option he could potentially go on to?
Well, I think Rusty Goomba would be a good pickup. I feel like the writing's on the wall. It has to be Boom 1011. Yeah. I think if it's anything else, that's not kosher. You can't be doing that.
Big Lucio thinking emoji here. Yeah, definitely Boom. It's in the name. It has to be. But that said, I think Rusty Goomba, again, like one of those picks we haven't mentioned yet, who has like a lot of leadership potential and playmaking potential. So definitely looking to see him go pretty soon.
And very fast on the clock. The first round's going just by, super fast here. So with the third pick in the 2021 Gopherwatch League Draft Part 2, I don't know why I'm going there, but the Bengali Boom select Boom 1011 off tank. And yes, it all comes together. It's all coming together for the Bengali Boom. They get their namesake, and they get a very solid off tank player.
Wow. This is like the most correct I've been with my guesses so far. I'm getting anxious the further we go.
Yeah, the stakes are almost rising. The more you get right, like it's like when we're wrong, we are going to be so wrong. It's going to be incredible.
I'm going to be so embarrassed.
And with our next team up is going to be the Jericho Jackalopes, captained by Yeetmeister. And if you're a Yeetmeister, what do you look for here? A solid off-tank partner to pair with your Reinhardt? Or do you look for a support to keep you up? What do you think he's going for here?
Yeetmeister was a really solid main tank, especially for like SR value, I thought, in the last season. Personally, I might go with like a high-ranked DPS player, or off-tank's always good too. So, I mean, I'm between kind of Wags and Rusty Goomba myself.
Yeah, I feel like I can see a Wags pickup here, given that they were also teammates on the Otters, I believe.
And the pick is in, so with the selection, the Jericho Jackalopes, I've already lost count, I'm not even going to try, there's so many players this season. So Jericho Jackalopes select Rusty Goomba as tank. So you're finally free of the pressure of breaking your streak.
Yep.
I have spiraled into depression.
Yeah, I mean, me too. I might be unable to continue, but we were close. He did come up as a mention.
But Rusty Goomba, very good pickup as well. Very solid pickup. Very good calmer on the just overall, but on the Golems, he definitely was a centerpiece for their winning of last season.
Mm-hmm. And able to sort of like flex between things and be a good like team leadership and good in the comms too. Very solid player, very solid pickup. I think the front line's looking very good for the Jackalopes.
All right, and the Galactic Water Bears, their pick is already in. I pressed the wrong button, but the Galactic Water Bears pick is already in. So with the fifth pick, I think, in the Gopherwatch League Season 4 draft, the Galactic Water Bears select Akua 089TAS Flex DPS. So we have a couple picks in here, so I'm actually going to kind of power through these, and then we'll get your opinions on a lot of these picks here, gentlemen. So, with the next pick, the Pompe Pelicans, captained by Caden, will select Wags as a flex DPS. And with the seventh pick in the Gopherwatch League Season 4 draft, the Highland Hydro Homies select Booney, main tank. And with that being said, we are finally on to Jamie's team, who doesn't have a logo here, so, Jamie's on the clock, but that's not her team on the thing, so, yeah, we have three picks here, Galactic Water Bears by Papa Triste picking Akua, Caden picking up Wags, and etc. taking Booney, so, what do you guys think of those three picks there?
I think all of them might look like solid picks. Triste getting Akua, being a very solid, pop-off DPS player on the quieter side. Also very, very competent on the off tank. watching the PP tryouts, he was one of the most impressive people, I thought. And then Caden with Wags makes sense too. Sort of working like like the same team in the prior season. I'm losing the name, and then Elliot picking you. I think also you have the main tank slot solid and the hit scan DPS solid. Like all these teams are starting well, I think.
And we did actually get Jamie's logo just in time for her pick, so we will skip right ahead to her as we get the Falkland Phoenixes, the Fox thingies. There you go, they're on screen. And
the Fox thingies.
The Falkland Phoenix. There we go, got it.
Nice.
And with that being said, her pick's in. So we don't really get to discuss what she would probably want. The Falkland Phoenix, with their selection, will be taking Hardchar as a flex DPS. Bit of an off-roller, but the captain of last season's championship team brings that leadership, brings a lot to the team. So can't really hate that pick up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hardchar overall, very solid player, great mechanics and game sense, and he's been grinding the DPS role, a lot of Hanzo and other DPS, with the shooty abilities. I think he's a great, solid off-roll pick, for sure.
Speaking of off-roll, we have another pick in for the Stockholm Syndromes, captained by Fedora Master. So, with that pick, with the 9th pick, the Stockholm Syndromes are going to select the Nortlogic Hitscan DPS. A bit of a different selection in the first round, not exactly what I expected, but hey, maybe North's been grinding, you don't know. No more for that off-tank role.
Yeah, from the last few seasons, I've seen Nord progressively improve to be a pretty scary player. His diva is very solid, and definitely in a meta like this, a diva like Nort is pretty key for a really good team. So,
but you don't understand hitscan DPS.
Oh, hitscan DPS? I'm sorry. Nort Logic is one of the best bastions I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's what it's.
Some people haven't been around long enough, but the Nort Logic bastion, is something fabled, and we may see it rise again.
So our next pick is going to be by the Honey Bunches of Ox, captained by Kathect. Where do you think Kath's going to go here, guys? Kath has always been a bit of an odd fellow, you could say, with his selections perhaps, but he always brings a interesting team to the table. So what can we expect from Kath here, from the Florida man himself? What will the headlines say tomorrow in the Tampa Bay Times?
I'm seeing Corey. I think I can see Kath pick up Corey here on the DPS role. Just something speaking to me here. I feel like Corey would be a pretty solid pickup, and I know Kath and Corey are pretty acquainted with one another, so that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, there's also a lot of solid tank players still on the board here. We got BBQ and Boom, but we can't forget last night showing in Pugs the Ox DPS. Just popping off last night on the Echo in the middle of Pugs. Definitely made a good sell for a first round pick. So, I wouldn't be surprised to see that either.
And the pick is in for the Honey Bunches of Ox. So with the 10th pick in the draft, the Honey Bunches of Ox are going to select Ox DPS. He's got these namesake. You got to take him in, and I'm sure Roar, you obviously have no idea this is happening, Roar. You never talk to these guys. You never know what's going on between these guys. So very good guess on your part. Now,
yeah.
I will point out that in this season, because of disparaging captains, we decided to do a snake mix. So the first round is going to be a 1 to 10, and then the second round we're going to start our snake. So we're going to go back to the first team and go to 10, and it'll be 10 and 1, just regular snake from there. So back on the clock is the Ussr Unicorns, captained by Greta. It's not going to be Kath selecting 2 people. Good for clarification. But Ox on the DPS. I mean, I'm guessing if it was a snake, we don't see Ox DPS go in the first round, but it's very dangerous to let him sit there for another 10 more picks if you're Kath. So I guess if you want Ox in your team, you got to take him early there.
Definitely a tough decision on the part of Kath, but you can't risk it. You devote to the bit. You commit to it. You don't abandon the bit mid draft. So I respect it.
Do as well. What's your opinion, Frobble? If you have one,
pickup, I get. I'm flabbergasted if I'm being honest.
All right, I guess I'll go back to Rory because he actually had something to say, I think, before I cut him off so rudely.
Oh, I mean, yeah, like I said, I've already scripted the whole draft. I'm just cheating. I'm cheating over here, so don't mind me. But I think the next pick potentially may be a difficult one, not to move on too early. But Cap definitely in a pretty tough spot here, I think, with that draft and having to make that like split choice. Like, will he still have a chance to get a high, the balanced picks that he might be looking for, or is the bit worth it, so to speak? But if you're playing with friends, you're having a good time. So,
and I think that's Cast's mantra. I'm gonna be honest. That seems like Cast's mantra. But the pick is in. So in the second round, the Ussr Unicorns are going to pick up Whalefish on that DPS. And my God, am I just happy to see Whalefish go this early because of his performance last season. A bit of a slept down player there towards the beginning with his tenure, but in the grand finals, he really set himself apart from basically everybody else in his SR range, especially just a diamond player on that DPS role.
Yeah, 100%. Very, very solid pickup for his SR. Whalefish, very, very good for really any team. And like you said, the guy really was a sleeper pick on the BBQs. There were a lot of big players on the BBQs, like BBQ himself or Mikey. Whalefish kind of looked over, but I'm glad that his value was seen and picked up this early is pretty solid for him.
Mm-hmm. Especially like choosing Purple Jesus on the first round, like that's a pretty big SR commitment there, almost 4,200.
Yeah.
So if you can offset some of that commitment with a high value pick like Whalefish, who's just really solid on that role, you've got two roles covered quite well, and maybe even like kind of evens out the commitment on the first pick. So I like that pick a lot.
And the next pick is in. So, with the 12th pick in the Gopherwatch League draft, the Singapore Seekers are going to select Roar on that tank. Roar, you're with Mikey. I mean, that's a deadly, deadly duo right there. The Pizza Parts boys. That's making me shake a little bit in my boots thinking about that duo going to town.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Playing with Mikey is always a joy. I think, Go Seek Mikey, we kind of got one of each role, but maybe I shouldn't talk about it too much, but I am excited with this pick.
I think that's a great pick. This guy's a carry. Oh my, he's actually so good at the video game. I wonder why Roar thinks that. Yeah, that's just an all-around very solid pick. Knowing Rory, he's very smart. He's the coach of Peace Parts for a reason. Knowing Rory, he's a mechanical god. He's handsome. He's basically everything you need in a main tank player.
DPS Warlord?
No. I don't know where you heard that from. But we can start making fun of Roar because the Bengali Boom have made their selection here as well. So the Bengali Boom in the second round are going to be picking up Jack for the DPS. A very new player here to the UMN scene. So Jack coming in as a very high Masters player. So maybe he can be kind of that slept-on person that should have gone the first round.
Yeah, I actually got a little bit to say about Jack's DPS. Did actually watch him at the UMN Collegiate tryouts. Very, very good DPS player. And especially for his SR, that's like a steal. A wonderful pickup and should make that team fit into any SR cap very, very easily. So wonderful pickup there. Definitely good to take him off the table before someone else could grab him.
Yeah, Jack, I think the epitome of what a value pick is, just from the little bit I did see in tryouts, and then also just talking to other people. I mean, I've heard nothing but great things about the guy, and definitely the SR, whether he's on DPS or support, I think the skill level of what I've seen is just, he plays above and beyond that. So definitely a good value pick.
Nice. And here we go. Better rapid fire. We got two right back to back here. So, in the second round, the Jericho Jackalope select Sly for that support role. And with the next pick, the Galactic Water Bears are going to select Sin, SYN, on that main support role. And two very solid selections there. The Galactic Water Bears have got their support line all set now with Pablo Triste and Sin. And, Yeetmeister now has the healing with Zeus or Sly to really keep Rusty Gooba and him alive in the front line. So I think just two very solid back-to-back picks there.
Somewhat poetic for them to be picked one after another there. Mm-hmm. Two peas in a pod, pretty much. Sly and Sin. Both very good pickups. Like you said, that does fulfill the support line for the Water Bears. And Sin's a grinder, so you know he's gonna pop off on any role that you put him on. Sly also wonderful value pick, very very good on the support roles. One of a very solid lower SR Anna's, if you can call it lower SR, even though he's in mid diamond. Just in comparison to 4,000.
In
But
comparison to the 43,000 player that is Frubble on the main tank role.
of course, yeah.
The same is etched in the stone tablets of the cavemen that he hit GM.
Way back when, before, but in open beta, actually, it was I had GM.
All right, and so again, some more rapid fire. We'll come right back to you with 2 more picks. So the Pompeii Pelicans in the second round are going to pick up Sky on the DPS, and the Highland Hydra homies are going to select Thick Boy for that off-tank role. And might I just say, Elliot and Eli on the same team. It's a pug's nightmare, and I got my feeding butt in the front line as well, making the space for the Roadhog. We're going to be deadly.
Yeah, I am actually frightened of that team. I'm just picturing like a Reinhardt in my back line, a Hog just hooking people on off angles, and then Elliot on the Widow sitting in the back just picking people off one by one. What a frightening team to go against. That, and I think Sky on the Pelicans, another like really solid DPS line there. Wags and Sky, I think both good value picks, maybe a little bit of hero overlap. But I think mostly on the Hanzo there, but I think Wags is perfectly happy to play, absolutely anything as long as he wins.
I want to point out that like before Whalefish came in and took over the league on the BBQs, Sky was basically Whalefish for Whalefish. That mid-diamond Hanzo carry player that's flexible to the off-tank as well. So Sky, very solid selection. And we do have the next pick in for the Falkland Phoenix. And it is going to be BBQ on the tank. So, you got BBQ's very aggressive playstyle and Jamie's very great ability to heal aggressive tanks, as you saw in the Rats with Rusty Goomba. So BBQ can get a little more deadly this year, I think, playing that aggressive playstyle he's really known for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, getting BBQ and Harchar together, very, very solid duo, and Jamie there too. BBQ maybe going a little lower than he usually would have after his performance in Pugs last night. Kind of disastrous if you ask me, but still a very solid player, and I'm excited to see what he's able to do this season.
Absolutely. This team's looking like pure chaos to me, almost, about the same level of fright and chaos I'm expecting from the Hydra homies.
All right, and the next pick is going to be in for the Stockholm Syndrome. So, in the second round, the Stockholm Syndromes are going to select Riddle Dog, going to support Riddle Frog, Riddle Pog, Riddle Hog, whatever you want to call him. He's going to Stockholm. He's getting the meatballs in Sweden. What do we think of this pick?
Yeah, Riddle Dog, a very solid player, very flexible player too. Just wonderful guy. Is great for an atmosphere. I would say overall, very, very good pickup.
Mm-hmm. This team's looking like it's going to be. I imagine these three, having a lot of good fun. Going for some goofy plays and Riddle Hog. I almost said, but Riddle Dog. Just remembering all of the last couple seasons. But I think he's always down for the ride. So and a very solid support and tank, and really just plays everything, I guess. At that, so I imagine filling the supporter tank role with Fedora and Nort being the first 2 picks.
And now we're back to a sort of a snake format, so Cat's gonna get 2 picks here. So I mean, you say he's playing for fun, but this way you can pick up just 2 very solid, like a mid-diamond players that could bring you some wins with your SR, being as it is with Cat being a little higher than usual or normal players. So where's Cat go? He's trying to bounce it out with a couple picks, or does he go for another high player and then maybe bounce out the lower one right afterwards?
Yeah, I think the tough thing for this team is what they're going to do for the tank line. Just looking at the tank list, a lot of the top tanks have gone. Main tanks in particular, I'm wondering, it looks like Aribro plays the Reinhardt and Sigma, so maybe that could be a pick. But Kath, I would be looking to fill out maybe one on each role. I'm not sure which role he's going to be playing on, but they have DPS figured out, at least one of them. But if they can't get a high value or high SR pick, I think they definitely go with that. Invictus on the DPS as well. Possibly a really good pick for them.
Could be, and we'll have to see what it is because the pick is in number 1 for the Honey Bunches of Ox. So in round 2 of our intramural draft, the Honey Bunches of Ox are going to pick up Corey on the DPS. And reunite from the BBQs early on when they were together before they got shipped off. But, I mean, hey, I just want to say, Corey literally just popped in the chat a while ago, so perhaps he even knew he was getting picked. He had a sixth sense, his spidey sense went off in the basement of my house, and he knew he was getting picked up. So now Corey and Ox are your DPS duo, so that makes me think Cass is probably playing that tank role just to try to keep the SR down a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've definitely seen Kath play a very solid Winston. Can definitely see him playing the tank, and I gotta say, it seems like I was one round early predicting Corey. I guess my sources were incorrect. I'm not too sure what's going on there. I'll have to figure that one out real fast.
Yeah, we're getting that one off the dial, off the speed dial. We're not telling that source anymore.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. That he's out of my Rolodex.
But I also want to point out that Kath, I said very solid Winston player, but I want to point out Kath's Wrecking Ball was kind of a catalyst for the BBQs to go all the way to the grand finals last season. So wouldn't be surprised to see just that absolute chaos. Perhaps the Echo gets thrown in with the Wrecking Ball. Corey just plays whatever the hell he wants. So who really knows what they're going to pull out here on the Honey Bunches of Ox. And I believe the next pick is almost going to be, and I see him typing, but at the moment we don't really know. So predictions. What do you think? Let's see. I don't want a player. Just what role is he going for? Let's see if you guys can get that one right. You guys have been off a little bit recently.
Support, definitely.
I would definitely say support. Yeah, I gotta agree.
I'm looking at Hefe and Strudel right now, possibly, or maybe Panda Bro, or Jacob. I'm not totally sure. Yeah, I don't know. Kath, wanting to play with friends and have a good time. I'm not exactly sure who fits into that bill exactly, but if I had to guess, support, it may be Hefe or Strudel.
All right, and the pick is in. So in the third round of the Gopherwatch draft, the Honey Bunches of Ox are going to select Razzmatazz on that support role.
Good pickup.
Mm-hmm.
Razzmatazz, solid main support player. Definitely good for the atmosphere. I know Kath and Raz are pretty close friends, and I'm pretty sure that's just a really solid team to be on if you're looking to have a good time with a few others. Typical of Kath, I feel. Kath can make some fun teams. I don't know a single person on the Beebles it was, right?
Yeah.
That really complained about the team too much. I know they had a good time, even though they weren't the best team in the world. I think Kath definitely knows how to make a good atmosphere for the team and have a good time. And Raz, I think, is a wonderful pickup for that. Raz is wonderful.
Especially for the SR, I think it helps balance out that high SR that you have. But again, like I said, a very solid player for her SR. So I think that's a great value selection there from Kthekt. Now we're on to Fedora Master's next pick, the Stockholm Syndromes, and I gotta say I am completely lost. I do not know what Fedora's going to pick up. I have no clue. I'm going to be 100% honest. He has thrown some curveballs at us so far.
I feel like everything has been a curveball. I'm lost now. I'm completely... It could be anyone.
Yeah, you guys were batting like 100% in the first inning, and you guys were bloviating and flexing your muscles, and you went to the bat the second time, and you struck out. About the next 17 weeks, you got struck out. It's looking rough.
Yeah, I'm just making sure it doesn't look like I've already rigged the entire draft. So
I see.
It's just just playing the character.
Yeah,
I know exactly what this pick is, but maybe it's not the most fair if I say it.
Oh, okay.
Don't want to make everyone else look bad. So
what's the letter the name starts with? You can give us that.
It's A through Z. It's a letter A through Z.
Definitely a Latin-based, Western alphabetical letter. I can give you that much for sure.
All right, we'll see if you're right here. And with the pick in this third round here for the Stockholm Syndromes is going to be Faroodles on that DPS. And you are correct. P is in the English language, and we'll do a double shot here because the Falcon Phoenixes also have their pick in here. So for their third round selection, they are going to pick up Lumpy Seal on that DPS. And now that I mentioned again, we're going for the speed run record, as the Highland Hydro homies have also made their selection, and they have picked up Fancy on the DPS role. And there you go. There's your 3 picks there. 3 DPSs are in a row. And now for the Pelicans, it's looking kind of dangerous. They might have to get one here sooner. All the higher ones are going to be gone.
Yeah, Pelicans still looking quite good, but they might want to fill out, the tank role. Or I'm not sure if the plan is to have Wags on DPS or tank yet, but might want to start eyeing up those tanks coming up here. But all the last 3 DPS picks, I think very solid. I don't really know personally a lot about Lumpy Seal, but Fancy definitely looking like a value pick at the 2.9 SR commitment. Having a very talented and confident gamer like that. And then Fruitles, I know Fedora and Fruitles, I believe, have played with each other on teams previously. So these picks are looking good to me.
Yeah, gotta agree. Everyone really getting solid picks. Looks like a lot of people are opting to get maybe some good lower SR value picks to try to fit into that SR cap, making sure they have nothing to worry about. But we do still have a few pretty low SR DPS players that are what I'd consider value picks with like Sick Buckle, HV Sec, Caden even. You got or Caden's a captain. I'm so sorry. And I think you definitely still have some options on the table. But yeah, you're gonna have to snap up some of those DPS fast, or else you're not really gonna have a solid DPS line.
Yeah, definitely the least on that role.
And the pick is in for the Pompeii Pelicans. And in their 3rd round selection, they have picked up Simeon on the tank. Caden picking up a well-known player in the league. Sadly, I don't think he played a single map last year or last season. But, Simeon's always there. Had some of the best monkey stats in Season 2 in terms of, dying the less. But, pretty solid pick there on the tank line. Trying to get that stabilized before you move a little bit further in draft and really drop off here once all the tanks are gone.
Simeon, great value pick. He was on the tacos with me last season, and the main issue with playtime was just scheduling conflicts primarily. So very unfortunate. Didn't get to play with him as much as I would have liked to, but having known him, basically since the Goblins, he's been a solid player the entire time and is definitely a good value there at the 3070 SR.
Yeah, gotta agree. Looking forward, we got the Water Bears on the clock, correct?
Oh wait, it appears that Simeon did play 1 game.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
And I mean, I know you're talking about it with Papa Triste on the clock, but she has already made her selection for Rumble, so I'm going to go ahead and spoil that for you right here. So with their 3rd round selection, the Galactic Water Bears pick up HV Sec on that hit scan. I'm surprised HV fell this far with his SR and with the skill he's shown in past.
Wow, that was not what I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
I was expecting a Shifty Fish, if I'm being real with you. I'm kind of boomed at the moment. I don't really have much to say besides Papa Triste picking up HV Sec because of that, probably because of that synergy from last season on the Bilbies. Looks like Triste's grabbing some of those players that she felt were extremely valuable and were key in helping them dominate the entire regular season.
Yeah, Triste and HV having played together before, and this DPS line looking honestly quite scary between Akua and HV with the support of Triste and Sin. Only thing I could be worried about with this team is what the tank line do, But regardless of the tank line, they're gonna have they're gonna have plenty of support. They're gonna have plenty of pop off. So you can really afford to stack the back line here in order to give that support and give that confidence to the tank line. So I think this team's looking to shape up to be pretty scary.
All right, and the next pick is going to be in. So with their 3rd round selection, the Jericho Jackalopes are going to pick up Tracy on the DPS, probably really picking them up for that Sombra role. And I got to say, I do not want to play against their Sombra. It is it's kind of disgusting and brought my team home a couple of victories last season almost by itself by some game-changing EMPs and good manual hacks.
Yeah, Tracy Sombra, terrifying. Immediately mentally booms the enemy team because you're going to play against a Sombra, and no one likes playing against a Sombra. So a very, very valuable pickup there. gotta say, one of the best pickups I've seen in this round.
Yep, having a Sombra, instant value for your team, instant negative value for the other team on the pick alone, and then in addition to that, being quite good at it. I've played the ball into it a couple times, and it can be quite difficult and frustrating. So very solid pickup there.
All right. And their pick is in for the Bengali Boom. So the Bengali Boom with their third round selection is going to pick up Psycho on the DPS, a new player. So I don't got too much information. I don't know if they played in Pugs or something, but I don't really know. You know, Frabo, you seem to be the kind of guy that knows random people. So what you got?
I'm lost. I don't know. I'm not sure who this person is either, but I gotta say, we have definitely seen unknown players pan out in the past, so Psycho could very much so be a very solid pick. Yeah, excited to see what he does this season, or they do this season, my bad.
Yeah, also an unknown for me, just looking at the sheet, they have DPS and tank filled out, so not sure which role everyone on this team is playing, but Jack can either able to do the support or DPS. I think Boom able to do DPS or I'm not totally sure. Tank primarily though, really anything. And then Uber, I'm not sure if he's going with DPS or tank, but it's definitely if it's a friend or new player, new face to the league, definitely going to be interesting to see how this new player fits into this sort of team and the league environment.
All right, and the pick is in here for the Singapore Seekers. So, with their third round selection, the Singapore Seekers will take Shift Tech on the tank role. Another new player. It's we're kind of getting to that zone where we're running into a bunch of new players in this SR range, and they can either make or break a team, I think. So we're all hoping for the best, of course, for all of them. But this is where you're taking those shots in the draft. It's a good time to do it right at the beginning of the draft, try to get some SR evening out. But there's still some pretty big names on the board.
Yeah, Shaft Tech, new gamer. Looks like they have tank and support filled out, and at the 30.99 range, I think you can expect pretty solid value. Not too much of a risk there. Definitely, it seems like this year we have a lot of new names actually. Just looking through the spreadsheets, there's a lot of names here I don't recognize from the previous season. So there's a lot to look forward to, I think.
And now we're back to Viralidane. And what do you think she's going to pick up here? She's got two picks because it is the Snakes. So yeah, she's got a couple options here. Does she try to... Let's see. I forgot what she's exactly picked up at the moment.
Purple Jesus and Whalefish so far. So got a solid tank and a solid DPS. And obviously Greta on the main support as well. So maybe looking for a high-level flex. Yeah, maybe like Hefe or Strudel. I know Strudel and Viralidane, know each other. Good friends there, so that's a possible pick that I see. And then, as far as another tank, it's hard to say. I'm not sure which ones fit with that team the best.
Yeah, like we were saying, this could be a Strudel pickup. This could also, I think, be a Hefe pickup. I don't believe anyone has picked Hefe up yet.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So I definitely expect to see a flex support pickup here, at least for one of these pickups. For the other, it could really be anything. I think Viralidane has a lot of room to work with these two picks here.
I think a nice solid DPS would probably be pretty good for her. Maybe a Lumpy Seal. It seems to be a very good SR range for what she kind of needs.
I think Lumpy Seal went out this round with the Falkland Phoenix, actually.
That might be... Yep, they are gone, so...
But I think Sick Buckle would be a solid pickup. Very solid in what I saw from collegiate tryouts. Very good DPS player. I can definitely see him getting picked up here. I can definitely see a very comfortable double pick of Sick Buckle and Hefe here, or Strudel. Greta's got a lot of room to work with, like we said. So it could go many ways.
I would definitely put my money on Strudel. I think it's a very good pickup. I don't know about Hefe because Hefe is a flexible player, but flexible to that tank to play the Orisa, which we all know Purple G's is locking the God Risa this season. So
We've been warned.
yeah, we have indeed been warned, but the pick is in. So with the first pick in, or the last pick in the third round, the Ussr Unicorns are going to pick up Speedy on the tank. That is one we didn't see coming, but one I don't exactly hate because, maybe Purple G's wants to play that Risa only in the main tank role, and we'll flex over to that Zarya and let Speedy play that Reinhardt, or maybe she's playing the off tank role for most of the time. Who really knows?
Yeah, it looks like Speedy has selected Diva, Rein, and Zarya on the list of tanks. So you have the option of doing the Rein Orisa, or if Purple Jesus is going ape on the monkey, having that Diva Zarya option is really good too. So Speedy, I think, definitely overlooked on my part, just kind of pigeonholing them into the Reinhardt role primarily just off of previous seasons, but definitely if the off tank and main tank can be swapped between, looking like a very strong role. Purple G's is perfectly comfortable doing both as well.
Yep, Speedy, very good pickup, and also Speedy is a pretty flexible player. Could even flex onto DPS or support, even if it's a little bit lower SR. I've definitely seen Speedy working on support especially. Very solid all around player and a very good pickup. Was overlooked, but yeah, this is very sensible, and I would say good pickup.
Good pickup. Same.
It's a good pickup. Yup.
Yeah, this guy. I mean, see, I'm trying to think about what else Veralden could do. I really do think the Strudel's the way to go here.
I gotta agree. I think it's gotta be Strudel. I think if you're Veralden, I think one of these two picks has to be a flex support, and then Strudel just makes the most sense. So that's my expectation. Though I would just do a catch-all any flex support as well. Strudel's just who I think Veralden would prioritize here.
Yeah, and I think if Strudel doesn't go in this pick, it's completely possible that GoSeek and the Singapore Seekers may pick him up in the following, or I expect them to go pretty soon here, both Hefe and Strudel, just because flex support definitely has pretty high impact as far as supports go. Being able to on the Zen use Discord, or the Ana get nades and sleeps.
All right, and the pick is in. So with the first pick in the fourth round, the USSR Unicorns are going to select Sick Buckle on the DPS. So still no flex support for that team. It might get dangerous here considering the Snake has to go all the way back around. But who knows? Sick Buckle could just be a carry, and they don't need heal if they're all dead.
It could. Like I said, Sick Buckle, very, very solid DPS player, especially for his SR. Was one of the best DPS that I saw in tryouts a little bit ago. Very, very good pickup. And looking at it a little bit more, there are a lot of flex support players on the list. The amount of times that I see Ana is actually kind of insane.
Yeah. Definitely something we overlooked. Definitely flex support being the most common role. Maybe you're not, you're not starving for flex support players. You'll be able to find someone to fill the spot. But DPS, again, being the most scarce role, pretty good call there. And you had called out Sick Buckle as a good pick previously.
What can I say? I'm the prediction king. Doesn't matter everything else. I got Sick Buckle, baby. Let's go.
If nobody got me, I know Sick Buckle got me. And the pick is in here. So the Singapore Seekers, with their pick in the fourth round, is going to pick up Kibology for the support line, for the support role. I believe that Kibology is a main support player, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it Kerbology or?
It's Kerbology, yes.
Yeah.
He put Kibology in the draft, so I'm just reading, man.
Like they filled out the Ana, the Baptiste, the Mercy, so a little bit of a mix of the flex and main there.
So it's interesting. I'm trying to remember what GoSeek mainly plays. Maybe mainly that Ana, but maybe going more towards that main support role this season with that pickup. And here we go, another rapid fire round. The Bengali Boom's pick is in, and with their pick in the fourth round, the Bengali Boom is going to pick up Hefe. Hefe lasting a little bit longer than most of us expected, being that very solid flex support player. So a very good late round pickup here for the Bengali Boom.
Yeah, falling a little low, but definitely an amazing pickup. Very, very solid pickup. The guy is a very flexible player and solid at the support. He's really solid at a lot of the roles that he plays.
Hmm.
Kind of shocking actually that he fell this low. Um, but yeah, very, very solid pickup. Nothing really else to comment about that in
Yeah,
my opinion.
definitely a possible Mr. or Miss Irrelevant nomination in
100%.
the future. We're in what, the fifth round here.
Yeah,
And ranked number 7 on the support line.
always a silver lining for falling late.
And the pick is in here. So with their selection this round, the Jericho Jackalopes is going to pick up Muffin Lumps for that support. We're seeing a lot of these supports finally starting to go off the board here because who knows? Maybe they're listening to us. They bought our the end is near talk with there are no good supports left when there's actually like 3,000 of them just waiting out there. But perhaps they bought in and now yeah. So a lot of them are announced on the pop-up Triste, and I gotta say I'm feeling the shitty fish going out here.
Yeah, this is most definitely Shifty Fish. And really quickly, I'd like to comment Muffin Lump's amazing support player. Definitely was standout in my opinion.
Yeah, for the team that should not be named.
For the team that should not be named, yeah. Muffin Lump's Baptiste, very, very good. I'm very excited to see him play again this season. And yeah, like you said, if Triste doesn't pick up Shifty Fish here, then everything I know is a lie, if I'm being completely honest. The two have been on teams, just on like every single team with one another.
They have been every season.
Every season. In collegiate, they're on the same team now. It's the two are inseparable. It needs to be Shifty Fish. I'm sorry. If it's anything else, I think it's a bad pick.
All right, and the pick is in. So with their selection this round, the Galactic Water Bears are going to pick up, make it 4 in a row, baby. A Shitty Fish is going to be with Papa Triste again on a team.
I'm shocked. I never could have predicted.
The duo is yet again back together. And I mean, just saying, with Shifty's semi-aggressive play style, you got to have a good support with Papa Triste keeping him up, and she's always down for the challenge. And you get that free skim bucks as well with your other collegiate teams, so your synergy only gets stronger and stronger every single time you roll out. So, hey, that's a very solid pickup. Shitty Fish last year. Most improved player candidate, so, hopefully you can bring it again this year and get perhaps the victory for most improved player or even most valuable player. Who knows what Shitty Fish is going to do this year.
That's a pretty terrifying team that Papa Triste has made so far. A really good DPS line and a really good support line. And Shifty Fish really solid on that main tank. Like you said, improved substantially last season. I'm terrified, honestly. Papa Triste with a wonderful team so far. Definitely had this planned and looks like it's going her way.
And the Pompe Pelicans selection is in. So within this round, the Pompe Pelicans are going to select Invictus off tank. So another tank year for Invictus, it seems.
Oh, that's boy. I don't know. I don't know how Invictus feels about that. I know he definitely was a standout player on the DPS last season when he did play DPS, but his tank was really, really good. Credit where credit's due to be able to off-roll like that on tank is a really, really valuable asset to have. And just in case, mid-season, if things aren't working out, you can always switch it up and have Invictus on the DPS. Invictus is just a solid pickup overall. And then, again, very shocking to see him go this late. Another potential candidate for Mr. Irrelevant, maybe? Who knows?
Possibly. Yeah, I know in the last season, playing the main tank, and Invictus was, out there grinding, trying to improve on it, and so looking just to, expand his hero pool and understanding of the game. It looks like gonna happen this season through playing the off tank role. Adding another one to the list, including the hit scan DPS, the occasional Zenyatta, and the Reinhardt and Monkey.
Indeed. I don't know what else to say.
Indubitably. That's all I gotta say. Looking forward, who's on the clock now?
Their pick is in, the Highland Hydra homies. So who do you guys think? Now the pick's in, so you gotta commit to your cause.
A support, maybe Hefe. I think
Hefe's
I think
already
this
been
is where
drafted.
Oh wait, Hefe has been drafted. Oh my
Maybe
goodness.
Strudel. Maybe Strudel. We were
Yeah.
talking about Strudel.
Yeah.
So I think Strudel's a good pickup here.
Absolutely.
All right, so with their selection this round, the Highland Hydro homies do select Strudel. Hey, you guys got it. Woo!
Let's
Nice.
go.
Round of applause is all around. Another rapid fire round here. The Falcon Fennec pick is already in. So the Falcon Fennecs, with their pick this round, have selected Keber 27 for that main tank role. The ball specialist coming in. And I mean, I think that Jamie's been teasing this one basically all offseason that she wanted to play with Keber 27 on that role.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm seeing some pretty scary ball hog comps possibly coming out here. This team looking like a very fun team and also a very terrifying team. Actually, I think all of the teams are looking a little terrifying this time around. Maybe I'm just a very scared person. We have a lot of scary people in the league.
And yeah, now we have we got the Stockholm Syndromes on the clock now. The For Fun Squadron. Who will they pick up? I don't know. Let's throw a dart aboard and just see. I'm gonna just they're gonna sure they're gonna oh, this is getting harder and harder and I look at it.
Oh, I got it. Nathan.
Nathan?
Yeah. I'm guessing Nathan.
Okay.
With a Q and a Y.
I'm guessing Transflect. I feel like it might be Transflect. Very solid player, flexible player as well. I can see Transflect here.
I guess if we're going down the line, I'll pick Bashi then. If we're just going down the line, we're right each other on the sheet, and the Stockholm Syndromes pick is going to be in. So with their selection in this round, the Stockholm Syndromes are going to pick up. I'm a Potatoes. We were all wrong. I'm Potatoes playing the support for him.
Not even the right role either. That's truly the worst tragedy to hit the desk so far.
Yeah, I'm in shambles at the moment. I really don't know what I'm doing next. I feel like I don't actually have the credentials to be here anymore, if I'm being frank.
Do you even know what Overwatch is anymore?
I'm not too sure, I thought I had a good grasp on it, but see, like I said, Pugs last night, I'm not too sure, man. It was kind of wild. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm lost. I don't know.
Now, here's your chance to get back on track, though. Gathakt is up. He's got 2 picks. Try to get one of them right. Come on, man. Try to get one of them right, man.
It's impossible. It's not possible.
Whoever we choose, it will guaranteed be someone else. 100%.
Well, then who do you want for your team, Rory? Just keep picking them until it's your team.
Oh, okay.
Game the system.
I wish I did have a say, but I think my captain's doing great without me, so it's maybe Jumbled. I don't. That's a name. I like the name, and it describes how I feel. Jumbled on the main tank.
Oh,
Yeah.
perhaps.
Or Flambo Jambo is a fun name too. We have a lot of cool gamer tags coming around this time.
I mean, we still got. I believe Wrecked Cactus hasn't been selected for. Oh, but they got Ox and Corey, so I don't think Wrecked Cactus is going anywhere.
Yeah. Most likely, I guess. Maybe looking for. They need tanks. They don't have tanks yet, unless Katha is planning on flexing to it.
Rincewind?
Rincewind! Pick up.
Guaranteed. You've sold it. You've absolutely sold it.
I was so lost, but you have spoken the words of truth into my ears. It is most definitely Rincewind.
At least one of the two is Rincewind. I'll put it down.
100%.
And
I think on the tank line too, Ribro, like Nutty R are two diamond tanks who haven't been touched yet, as far as my writing and handwriting that I can decipher says.
Oh, Kath is typing, so we are approaching the Judgment Day if we were correct. Well, I guess we have one more Judgment Day after this if we are right with our very impassioned selection.
Suspense is building.
All right. And so the pick is in. So with their selection this round, the Honey Bunch of Ox select Nathan with a Q, and the I guess I'll wait and see what his next pick is here, because he put a message for the desk inside his selection. So They picked Nathan. So you're one pick short there, Roar, on selecting Nathan to go off the board. So,
Yeah,
you're the ballpark. We'll give you that one.
yeah. I have much approximate knowledge,
I have much somewhat accurate knowledge. I know sort of many things. 65% of the time works every time. So Kath is back on the clock, and now with Nathan on that selection, do you go for another support player here? I guess if you're Kath, because you got your tank line all set. I think if you're playing mostly tank with the SRs, maybe you pick up a. I guess you already have a Raz. So you go.
I'm not sure. Yeah,
maybe Hyperbola is still there at the flex support role.
I'm not sure. I feel like given that Nathan,
Rincewind.
Given that Nathan is a main tank player, I think maybe Kath is trying to play flex support himself. Yep. So maybe we're seeing some sort of off tank pickup, potentially Bashi, Nagaina. There's jumbled. Was Flambeau Jumbo already picked up?
I don't think so.
I don't believe so.
I would say one of the four. That's a wide range of people, but I think it's fair to predict one of those four.
It's a very wide range. That's a very wide range. But hey, you're betting like the $1 on the slot machines now. On the you just want to play a little longer. You don't want to go all in on your next hand here.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'd be okay breaking mostly even and saying they're definitely picking someone on the spreadsheet. Someone that signed up.
Yeah, I would definitely say a player on the spreadsheet.
I'm okay with taking a little loss and actually saying they're going off the spreadsheet. I'm going all in on off the sheet.
Calling in a friend.
So here we go. We have a rapid fire round here. The Honey Bunches of Ox with their round selection picked up Zelos on that support. And at the next pick, the Stockholm Syndromes picked up Rincewind on the tank. So There we go. We were very approximate with our guesses yet again, but Rincewind not going to the Honey Bunch of Ox, instead Zelos going there. Zelos, we kind of forgot about him. A very, I think a mid-masters support player that we kind of just forgot about.
Yeah, that tends to kind of happen as the draft goes on. I feel like we end up forgetting about the higher ranked players that haven't been chosen, and sort of the captains as well. I'm really shocked Zelos fell this far. Very, very good player. Last season did an amazing job. But yeah, Zelos actually makes a lot of sense and is a wonderful pickup. And for the Syndromes, Rincewind, very good pickup. No bias at all. Probably one of the best value picks in the league.
Really? Definitely. Why would you say it's a good pick there, Rincewind lover? Why would you say it's a good
I'm not too sure. I mean, I just think that he's potentially the best player in the league, if you ask me. Definitely MVP material.
Most handsome, too.
Most handsome? 100%, yeah. I'm sorry to you, Roar. Your team's going to have to... You, Roar and Booney, your team's going to have to get MTD'd hard by Rincewind in the future.
It's hard. It's hard being out
I've
here.
accepted my fate.
I'm just gonna lock Hog and take it from Eli, make him play Reinhardt, make him get MTD to save my pride and sanity.
Yep,
from getting destroyed by the absolute Chad unit that is Rincewind on the tank. But the Falcon Phoenix pick is in. So with their selection this round, the Falcon Phoenix are going to pick up Paige on that support. And that's a pretty good solid support line they got going on there. Paige and Flip Flop, that should be pretty darn good.
If I had a couple words to describe my feelings of this pickup, I would definitely say Purple Heart. Very, very good pickup. Paige with the purple hearts everywhere. Definitely a morale booster. PMA Warlord. Very good pickup. Paige, very good on that support role as well. Overall, solid pick.
And now we're at the... Oh, never mind. Go ahead, Roy. I had nothing to say.
Oh, I was just going to agree and note that, even though I have all the picks written down, I have no idea what's going on. I am lost in the sauce at this point.
I think we all kind of are at this moment. But if it helps feel any better, the Highland Hydro homies have got their pick in. So maybe we can stabilize a little bit here for the selection. So with their pick this round, the Highland Hydro homies have selected Frosty on the support. So a flex support player. A new name, but a flex support player, it seems, according to the sheet.
Yeah, going to be interesting. It looks like Frosty does cover the Lucio, which the Strudel pickup, knowing Strudel does, plays a lot of the flex support player heroes, but Frosty listing the Ana Zen, but also the Lucio there. So maybe that's what we're going to see, or maybe Frosty covering the Ana Zen while Strudel covers the Mercy or Brig, or it looks like they can do a lot with that back line as far as having the two swap between different picks.
All right, and the Pelicans pick is also in. So with their pick this round, the Pompe Pelicans is going to select Ninja Drew on that main support. Came in for the shorts last year and put up a pretty solid performance for that SR that he brought with. So I think Ninja Drew is going to make a good selection to that team, especially with their higher SR DPS line for the Pompe Pelicans. Kind of evens that out.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah, we're getting to the point of the draft where it's always just I guess that makes some sense. Yeah, I don't mind that pick.
Yeah, early on, things are nice and structured. It's like, everyone's available. You kind of have captains have an idea of what's going on, but we get to the end here, and it's friends are picked up, different people. Who's still here, who's not. Hopefully, we're helping you guys a little bit with this, but it's difficult. But I think Ninja Drew definitely gonna have the space created by this DPS and tank line I'm expecting, and being able to provide that support. Definitely gonna be looking like a strong team from the Pelicans. Hopefully, the team doesn't erupt like the volcano.
Yeah, I mean,
Pompeii. Pompeii.
I hope they don't get covered in ash.
Me too.
We have a back-to-back round, another speed round here coming in. So the Galactic Water Bears are going to select Bashi on that off-tank role, and the Jericho Jackalopes are going to pick up Brookston for the DPS. As I believe that might be our first console player off the board.
Oh,
Brookston, a new name for me. Definitely.
Not
new
for
name
me.
For me.
Not for me. Brooks. I mean, not that another play, but Brooks has been DMing me quite a bit. A lot of questions. Seems very eager to play in League. Very excited to play in. So hopefully it all works out and they can get some big dubs and big performances. But now, let's see. The Bengali Boom have their pick in. So with their selection this round, the Bengali Boom are going to pick up Flomdog on that support. We didn't get to see too much of Flomdog last year, sadly, because of some schedule issues, I believe. And so, yeah, coming back this year, hoping to have more showings, I guess. Not a better showing, but just more showings, just existing on the server somewhere for the team in the main support role.
I hope to see more. I go back, season 1, fellow Goblin, fellow Greenlander. I always like to see him out there playing, doing well. I think Flomdog will do great.
All right, and now we're getting to another spot where I'm going to make a prediction here. I want to say Flambo Jambo is going to be the pick.
Flambo Jambo?
Just because of the name.
Yeah.
That's really all I got to go off of.
The name definitely has some purchase.
I'm convinced it's Wrecked Cactus.
You're convinced it's Wrecked Cactus?
I'm convinced it's Wrecked Cactus. I believe this is GoSeek's team, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so GoSeek, Mikey, me, Shaft, I believe, and then Curbology.
I'm under the impression, I think, that you guys need a DPS player.
We either need a DPS or tank. Yeah.
And I'm eyeing up a Wrecked Cactus with that 2800 SR. I'm confident in Wrecked Cactus.
Yeah, I think so. Being able to complement, a bit of hero overlap with Mikey, the Echo Hanzo McCree. Mikey's a kind of a Cree Echo 2-trick, as we all know.
100%.
Flex over the Doomfist in mid-silver sometimes. You never know.
Yeah. He tries, but no. Mikey obviously a standout DPS player. I think any DPS player you pick to go with him, whether it's me, or anyone, even not me, would be great.
I also believe that Wrecked Cactus would be is the last person on the list that has DPS as their preferred role.
Yeah, I believe that's true here. I've been scanning up and down, looking for another possibility, but it is definitely eluding me. So I'm moving to other spreadsheets.
Well, the pick is in here for the Singapore Seekers. So with their selection this round, Singapore Seekers are going to pick up Panda Bro.
Oh,
Yep.
I was
I just looked at that and I knew it. The second I saw it, I was like, oh, it's Panda Bro.
Yeah. Went to the support play page, went down to Weathering Boy, no DPS, Panda Bro, DPS. Wait, Panda Bro? Yeah, that's the one. Totally makes sense. Absolutely.
Very good pickup. Panda Pro, solid on the DPS role, and does have the support just in case you want him to swap to it. Just a good pickup, and that makes a lot of sense. And I'm wishing I went to Vegas and bet on that a little bit ago. If only I saw it. You know?
Yeah, a little earlier.
Yeah.
Walking after the Super Bowl. I'm going all in on the Bucks to win less.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
You would have bet on black, and then it would have been black the next round.
And the USSR Unicorns, their first pick is in and is going to be Pusheen on that support role to pair up. And now they get their next pick. Veralden got to go through and look again for another selection. But Pusheen, a solid support player, came in last season, played for Lumberjack Slam as a free agent. Played mostly the Brig, I believe, sometimes some Ana. So we will let's see what they played this year.
Yeah, I've heard nothing and seen nothing but good things from Pusheen. So, I think we'll fit into the team quite well.
I thought you were going to cut it off after nothing. I was like, wow, okay, Jack.
Yeah, just nothing.
I've heard or seen nothing.
Yep.
I'm actually blind and deaf. Sorry.
Yep. I don't know why I'm here. I'm just a prop.
And it looks like with those picks, that's everyone's core of 6 complete.
Yeah.
So now it looks like we're just going to be picking up roles to maybe fill some holes that players are missing. And honestly, I see Greta picking up another off-tank player just to fulfill any of the characters that because I believe Speedy is going to be their off-tank player.
Yeah, Speedy and Purple Jesus are the tank line.
Yeah, so
who's going to play the Hog?
Exactly, who's going to play the Hog? And
I'm going all in on Rekcactus.
I'm thinking it's Nagaina. No doubt in my mind. And another positive here is you just take another off-tank player off the board. So
there's only a few more players that are even willing to play off-tank, I think. If you grab Nagaina, if another team's looking at any sort of off-tank, it's kind of tough for them. So I personally think the power move by Veralden Greta is Nagaina.
Yeah, just alpha the other teams by
alpha 100%.
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 picks here. So the first pick for the USSR Unicorns here is going to be Nuttier on the tank.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
How has Nuttier not gone yet?
I actually kind of thought that Nuttier was gone already.
And the Singapore Seekers have selected Rekcactus! Yeah, he's finally gone! He's finally got picked up.
Rekcactus going to do big things this season, 100%. I've essentially picked him out as my favorite player of the season. No longer Rincewind lover, now Rekcactus lover. Good luck, Rekcactus. I have high hopes for you. And again, just to mention it, Nuttier going that late. That's shocking. That is very shocking, but very good pickup and kind of a steal by Veralden to be able to get someone 3,200 after you already drafted your core of 6, you know? That's a wonderful pickup.
Guess who the second hero on the list is that Nuttier filled out? It's the Roadhog, just covering that Roadhog gap. It's very important.
Gosh, I'm such a fool. My eyes keep scanning over these obvious pickups.
Yeah. Ribro also notably not gone yet with the 3320 tank.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think besides Ribro, maybe a support. I don't know. I don't trust my eyes anymore either. I don't trust my eyes. I don't trust my
There's 3 GMs
brain.
left on the sheet somewhere we just haven't seen.
Yeah.
But the pick is in. So, with the 53rd pick in the Gopherwatch League draft, I believe I'm correct on that one, it is going to be Ribro. And with the 54th pick in the draft, the Jarrett chose Jackalope select Transflect as flex role. So Transflex, I guess, this season, but Ribro off the board
Ooh.
as well.
Good ring.
Oh,
Both very good pickups. Ribro, obviously, like we just mentioned, very high SR player this late in the draft, and Transflect as well, especially beyond the flex. Insanely good support player last season, and pretty solid on the tank as well. So very obvious pickups there. Just two great pickups back to back.
Yeah. Yeah, hard vouch on Transflect as well, coming from me. Both of us played on the tacos when I was playing that main take, kept me alive, got like improved exponentially on the Baptiste over the course of the season, getting those lamps out when it's needed. Definitely has an eye for the game and an understanding and an improvement curve. So definitely a solid pick, I think, from the Jackalopes.
And next we got the Water Bears. Let's see who's left here. I'm gonna
see Withering Boy on support, but I'm not sure what they'll look for. I mean, I guess most teams, just trying to fill out the roles.
I'm gonna go Lost Silver.
Oh,
Wonderful. Yes, Lost Silver, very, very good main support player. Definitely improved substantially last season on the Lucio, especially. Loved having him on the rinse wins when we were there.
On the what?
Sorry, I'm not supposed to say that word.
On the team that should not be named.
But yeah, Lost Silver, very good Mercy, very good Lucio. Would be an amazing pickup here.
Yeah, that, and if I threw another name out there, it would be a Cup of Sarcasm. Another new face to the league with an awesome name. I pretty much would just get me on that, and that's probably why I'm not a captain. Is I would just look at these players' names and be like, "Yep, this person knows exactly what's going on. Respect, get them on my team."
All right. If it makes you feel any better about our Ribro shenanigans, Papa Triste just selected Ribro, even though he went literally 2 picks ago. So
good pickup. That's such a genius idea. Stealing a player from another team in the draft.
Yeah.
I never considered it.
That's our captain of the year right there. She knows all the drafts.
Christmas game? The Christmas game where you could steal someone else's present. And,
White elephant.
White elephant.
Yeah, white elephant.
I put Ribro in the center. Oh, I rolled a 7. But yes, her actual pick is in, and with their pick this round, the Galactic Water Bears are going to be picking up Withering Boy. So Withering Boy off the clock here. Sadly, could not pick up Ribro. Wouldn't a couple picks before, but got a good pickup regardless of that.
Yeah, Withering Boy, I believe, just migrated to console or to PC from console. Definitely a good pickup. I would bank on his ability to improve rapidly as he adjusts to using the keyboard and mouse. So overall, very, very solid pickup by Papa Triste there.
And now we got the Pompe Pelicans on the clock, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with I think this is this feels like a Hyperbola Zero situation.
I mean, statistically, if I just say the same name over and over, I'm bound to be correct. So I'm going to go Lost Silver once more.
I'm also a fan of the statistics, but I'm not willing to commit as much. So just purely off the fact that we have more support players left than tank or DPS, I think maybe, no DPS primary left. If I missed you, I apologize severely, but I'm going to say it's a support player.
Yep. Yeah, that's why I'm going with Hyperbola Zero. I'm throwing it out there. It could be Poob. I don't know.
Could be Mania Moon. Not too sure who that is, but I don't believe they've been picked up yet. And
great name.
Pretty high on the SR. So
yeah. Cup of Sarcasm still very high on the name rankings for me.
All right, and the pick is in. So with their pick this round, the Pompeii Pelicans have selected Lost Silver. Hey, Frauble, you played the stats and you won. Wow. Congratulations.
Statistically, woo! All right, let's go, baby.
Frauble, we're going right to Vegas right after this.
All
Just
right,
give him a couple rounds to warm up.
I booked my flight.
I mean, now we're here at the Highland Hydra homies, so
Yeah.
maybe Mania Moon. That's really the only thing I think about. Mania Moon plays the Ana, Mercy, the Moira. You know, we have the Lucia player in Frosty, but doesn't have the Mercy or the Moira on their shape, so it could potentially fill us out a little more if the Highland Hydra homies select that. I keep saying us because I'm on that team, so I apologize. But yes, if they pick up Mania Moon, kind of fill up that
Support
hero
gap.
pool.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely between you and Thick Boy on the tank, I think you guys got that covered, and then Fancy and etc. on DPS. I think the Mercy and the Moira, having that main support main, so that it's not two flex supports sort of flexing around each other. I think that definitely could be a value pick.
Yep. I'm on the Mania Moon train as well. I'm pretty confident in that, so nothing much else to say from me that you guys haven't already said.
All right, and the pick is in. So, with their pick this round, the Highland Hydra homies have selected Nagaina support. So, it was a support player, but it wasn't quite Mania Moon.
Ah.
I was thinking that we were stabilizing there, but
I'm thinking we got to keep in mind the SR cap. We're thinking like last year's SR cap. It's only 3150 this year. So we already have Thick Boy, we already have etc. We have Booney. We also have Fancy.
This is
so
true.
that's like a diamond average. You can't. I don't know if Mania Moon would fit in with the 2800 SR.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the math behind it, but
Absolutely. And my other weakness is not looking at secondary roles either. Not something I had even considered there. But
it requires me to scroll too far right on the sheet. I don't really
what are you
do
zoomed
that,
in 100
you know?
like 2000%? You could.
Actually very quirky. My computer is completely frozen, but my Discord works, so I've been on my phone this entire time trying to look at the sheets on my phone. I'm really struggling here, but I'm making it work.
You play in the statistics. Who do you think is going to go with the Falcon Phoenix is in? So who's going to be the pick there, Frobble?
Mania Moon.
All right. With their pick this round, the Falcon Phoenixes have selected Flambo Jambo. The stats are wrong.
Well, that's okay. Flambo Jambo, good pickup. Wonderful name. I don't know if Flip Flop actually knows Flambo Jambo, but it seems very Flip Flop like to pick up a name, Flambo Jambo.
That's what I was about to say. I can only imagine they couldn't have gone to a better team to get a random nickname that they might not like.
was Flambo
Flamby
in
Bambi.
the combine or the
the
tryouts? Yeah.
Not tryouts. I'm unsure of combine. So.
I don't know. I'm trying to take because I think the biggest thing about this is trying to guess what nickname James is gonna give him. I'm thinking like Flim Flambo, like Flim Flambo or Bam Bambo or something like that. I don't really know.
I could see a Flammy Jammy. I could see a Flammy Jammy happen.
And Flammy Jammy is definitely a very, very good selection. But
Good luck, Flambo.
good luck, Flambo, on that team.
Good luck, man. Good luck.
Well, the Stockholm Syndromes pick is in. So with their selection this round, the Stockholm Syndromes select Zucchini on that support.
Zucchini. Actually, I do know that name.
It is a vegetable.
They were in tryouts, and they were a very solid support player in tryouts, I will say. Very good pickup there. Yeah. Has definitely that was a Syndromes pick up, right? That definitely given that Fedora also did watch those tryouts, I'm sure Fedora did see Zucchini, and Fedora definitely saw the value that all the analysts really saw in Zucchini. Very solid flex support player, especially at that SR. So
Yeah, and Zucchini plus I'm a Potatoes, you have two, I don't know, is Zucchini a vegetable or fruit? You have two, produce, I guess, names in the backline. I think that's only, good luck as far as I could tell for the season.
Gotta agree. Definitely gotta go for a thematic team, and that's already got the synergy. A synergy point above every other team. So the the Syndromes definitely looking good there.
Zucchini is a squash, so it's a fruit.
Wow. I
Tired of
always
these
go by like
semantics.
seeds, right? Is that the thing? Like if they have seeds, they're a fruit? I don't know.
Listen, I go by what I called it when I was 6 years old. In my heart, a tomato is always a vegetable. I don't care what anyone else says.
California education, omega lol.
Oh my goodness.
All I'm saying is if it's green, it's a vegetable. that's how I go about it.
Oh my.
Even though zucchinis are green. But hey, in my mind, it still is. So Cass on the clock, the 60th pick. We only have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people left, so we're getting down straight to it. And the first pick is in for Kithect. And with their pick here, this number 60th pick, they are going to pick up Poob. Poob is off the clock and goes to Honey Bunch of Ox, and I gotta say, I just like the name.
Yeah.
Just rolls off the tongue. Very nice.
It really does. Boop.
Hey, and I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the off rolls. I'm seeing the DPS hero pool, and I'm seeing the Bastion.
Logic's got some competition here.
I believe. Hopefully, we get to see Bastion be Bastion sometime this season. Very optimistic for that.
All right, and a pick is in, but we're gonna have to go talk to the administration to see if it's allowed. How much of Ox picks up quote the real Mr. Irrelevant Frobble?
What?
All
right,
you've
well.
been selected by the Honey Bunches of Ox.
What cheat code did they use to unlock that?
Yeah, I'm not too sure if I'm being honest.
You do not have a choice. The hand reaches out towards the webcam. But in all reality, with the 61st pick in the draft, the Honey Bunches of Ox have picked up Mania Moon is finally off the board. Mania Moon goes over to the Honey Bunches of Ox.
Good pickup. Good pickup. Dare I say, better than the cheat code Frobble pickup. Very, very happy with that, and I think that fills out Kithect's team pretty well.
It does. Now we are on to the Stockholm Syndromes. And I just see there are, so I think there's 3 names left. Cup of Sarcasm, Hyperbola, and Jumbled are all left.
Hyperbola, just surprised to see Steven like still available at this point.
I'm as well. But I mean, I'm happy that Minion. we don't have very differing opinions here.
We are simply a hive mind on the desk.
Yeah.
We're simply a hive mind that's correct somewhat. We have that approximate knowledge of many things, so that's where the hive mind comes in.
I'm but a puppet. Booney's moving me. You know, his mouth is making me speak, or his hand is making my mouth speak.
That's impressive. I'm able to use a puppet with my mouth. What'd that mouth do? Ventriloquist.
Now I have a 33% chance here.
You do. So who do you pick?
And given that Fedora has Zucchini, has I'm a Potatoes, has Riddle Dog, has Rincewind, that's a lot of people that have the ability to play support. I'm thinking they're going to go with the tank player, Jumbled.
Let's see if you're right, because the pick is in. So Stockholm Syndromes, with their selection this round, have picked up Cup of Sarcasm.
Okay.
For DPS. So.
Well, now I have a 50% chance. So.
You do.
This is the time to bet it all.
This is the time to bet it all.
What do you got?
I'm thinking it's Jamie. You know, does Jamie go for a reasonable pick with Hyperbola Zero falling so late? Or does Jamie go with Jumbled? Because I feel like there's a lot of fun nicknames that you can make with Jumbled. You got Jambo and Jumbled, you know? I'm just saying. I feel like it's going to be Jumbled once more. I really do feel like Jamie's going to go for the double jam. Or, I don't know.
All right, and it is in. So, the Falcon Phoenixes select Jumbled. You did the 50-50. Hey! Woo!
All right, this next one is the one I definitely want to bet all the money on.
I mean, you do have the script. So who do you think it's gonna be?
If I get this right, then everything I've gotten wrong is canceled. All right, so
Agree.
I'm going all in here. I'm going all in.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a little risky, if I'm being honest, man.
I'm going all in. It's gonna be Hyperbola Zero. I have no doubt in my mind. Reading from the script.
All right, the pick is in. So, with the 64th pick in the Gopherwatch League Season 4 draft, the Highland Hydro homies select Hyperbola Zero on the support. Rory is a rich man. He can retire from coaching. He went all in, and everything is obviously forgiven because he has a 100% accuracy on this pick. And there you have it. Our draft is officially concluded. Hey! Woo!
Woo! This is where we like.
74 gamers.
Where's the confetti?
10
you know?
teams.
Let's see. Here is. Let's see. Is this PNG? It's not, but we're gonna take it anyway.
Get the confetti. Let's go.
Yeah, we're just give me a moment. The launchers isn't working just right just yet.
I'm holding my woo in. I'm holding it.
Hold the woo. Hold the pelvic woo just yet. Up. Confetti! Woo!
End of the draft. Start of season 4.
Rusty Goomba made sure it hits with a woo from downstairs. But there we go. We are officially all done. The draft is completed. Season 4 is now underway. There we go, boys. So, this is where the desk makes their predictions of who made the best team, and inevitably we are always wrong. So, who had the best draft in your opinion? We'll start with the genius, the five-head, the Mr. Irrelevant award winner this year, apparently, Frobble.
You know, it's hard. It's really difficult. But I think if I had to pick one team out of all these teams, looking at all these rosters, there are some wonderful rosters.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, I think Papa Tree stays hungry. I think Papa Tree Stay wants that champion win. I gotta go with Papa Tree Stay's team here, the Water Bears.
Oh my lord.
Oh my lord.
This is just same thing. Definitely would have picked the same thing, but that's no fun, you know? That's no fun. So to be contrarian, I'm gonna say no, you're wrong.
Oh.
Water Bears are going down. And who are they going down to, you might ask? They're gonna go down to the Stockholm Syndromes.
Not your own team? Not your own team.
Also to my own team. Also to my own team. And you know who the Stockholm Syndrome's gonna go down to? They're gonna go down to the Highland Hydra homies. And you know who the Highland Hydra homies are gonna go down to?
Oh no.
They're gonna go down to the Pompeii Pelicans. So not only were you
no.
you picked the fourth team. The Singapore Seekers obviously going to be the best, but you know I can't be scared of my own team. I'm scared of the Stockholm Syndromes, though. I'm scared of what plays they come up with, what creative gamer moves they make. It's terrifying. I know there's going to be a lot of chaos there.
Yeah, gotta say, with Rincewind in the IGL role 100%, that's a terrifying team. That's a straight scary team. What about you, Booney?
What about me?
What about you?
I'm actually going to go for a bit of a sleeper pick here. I think the Bengali Boom have a chance to be pretty good.
Yeah.
They got Boom.
Good pick.
They got Ribros, a very solid tank line. You know, Jack, as you said, was very impressive. And Uber Zerker as well. A very good value pick on that DPS 2300, but is a champion. Played that Reaper to a high level as well as the McCree, so I think can pull that out pretty well. And Hefe, Psycho, and Flamdog can really pull out a pretty solid support line, I think, in my opinion. So, or Psycho on the tank, but Hefe and Flamdog solid because you got that big flex support player in Hefe. You got the boss. I mean, so I'm not gonna say Bengali Boom are gonna take it all, but I think they're definitely a sleeper pick to have a very solid season.
I will agree. Definitely gonna have a very solid season.
And BBQ's putting in chat. There's a trade alert, but we're not going to worry about that now. That's not taken into account in our selections, and of course the website will not be updated based on these drafts until next year. So Thank you all so much for watching. Of course, Season 4 is officially underway. Your first match is going to be on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Your team will get the schedule here very shortly. But, thanks you guys for joining me on the desk. Roar, Frobble, y'all has some big brain takes. Y'all has some, big other body part bets. And, some pretty smooth brain analysis as well to really top it all off. So, good job.
What more can you ask for?
Really nothing. Really nothing.
Of course, it was wonderful doing the desk once more.
Had a
As
great
always,
time.
It's just fantastic trying to figure out what is going through these captains' heads. So I'm very excited to watch this season from a spectator POV and watch these teams duke it out to see who's the best.
All right. That being said, we'll go send us off with a little bit of jazz. But we have turned it down this time, so the jazz is still there.
Nice.
But thank you all so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed the draft. We hope you have a great time with your teams this season. We wish everybody the best of luck as you fight for the Corey Wills Trophy in January. So, for everybody here on the desk and everybody in production, have a great rest of your night. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great rest of your evening.